Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I want to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Before we get started with today's creation, I just want to remind you about my Silly Goose class. This class has two options, and I have to say this is for my Canadian friends only. I am so sorry I cannot ship products outside of Canada. So this is both in person and to go. So for this class, option one is the, it includes, this is for those that already have the Silly Goose stamp set. It includes the pastel adhesive back sequins and the supplies to make all four of these adorable Silly Goose cards. You'll get a PDF with the video embedded links for each one of the four projects if you're choosing the to-go. In person is Wednesday, January 18th, and it is at 1 o'clock as well as 7 p.m. And option two includes the stamp set, the sequins, as well as the supplies for all four of the cards. So option one is just the sequins with the cards. Option two is the stamp set, the sequins, and the cards. It will be shipping the week of the 23rd, and in person, it, like as I said, is the 18th, Wednesday the 18th. Next up, I want to remind you that we are very quickly coming to the end of December. Here we are, the 28th of December. You only have a few more days for the clearance rack, as well as the retiring products from the holiday mini catalog. So don't forget about that. All right, today we're going to be creating with the Easter Bunny. This is actually a bundle with the Easter Bunny punch, but we're not using the punch. We're just going to be using the stamp set as well. I'm going to be fussy cutting, but it's going to be really easy peasy. We're also pulling in this beautiful Pale Papaya faux velvet trim. I am using the decorative circle punch. This is from the annual catalog. And I'm using some of this beautiful Flowers and More 12 by 12 Host Designer Series paper. This you can choose for free with a $200 order before tax and shipping. Okay, so let's get started. All of the measurements will be found on my blog. The link is in the description box below. Oh, and I also forgot, we're also going to be using the Conversation Bubbles dies. This is also in the new catalog. Okay, so this is the card we're going to be creating. So super cute, very quick and easy. This was my swap card. Love this bunny. So let's get started. We need the foam because we have a photopolymer. So we need a piece of thick basic white cardstock. Okay, so we are going to stamp our bunny right here. Now we also need our insert piece because we're going to stamp our bunny right at the very bottom corner there. Line that up, and there we go. So cute. All right. So let's leave that for a moment. Let's bring in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Actually, let's do it this way first. Okay, so we need our plates. and just a scrap piece of paper and this little conversation bubble die. So we're just going to put that on there and crank that through. And let's actually do a second one in case I mess up with my stamping. So we're just going to move that die down a smidge, crank that through again. So that way I have an extra just to be sure. Because you just never know, right? Okay, so I've got 2 of my conversation bubbles. Put that away. And this is the paper that we're using. Isn't it so pretty? All right, so we need a circle punched out. So this is the, again, this is the decorative circle punch. Pale papaya. This is a color that is going to be retiring in the new year. It's an in color, and our in colors only stay around for 2 years. So do be aware of that. And, oh, you know what? I just stamped the wrong piece. Dear, oh dear. All right. So, how is that? That'll be fine for the inside. So let's grab our trimmer. I'm going to blame all the sugar that I have consumed over the past week with all the Christmases. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, move that out of the way. Alrighty, bring in my silicone craft sheet, my liquid glue, and we are going to take and center that just like that. Now our paper, our designer series paper, we are going to offset it. We're going to make it so it's not straight because that just makes it fun. And our fun flowers. And then that is going to go the opposite, like so. All right, our base is thick basic white. And bring in my bone folder. Give that a good crease. And we can now glue this on centered. I think that looks good. And let's put him inside because we can give him his light coloring. And it's a little smaller, but that's okay. It's still super cute. All right, so while we are here, I've got my 1000 from the Natural Tones. So this is the lightest one of those Stampin' Blends. And we're just adding that little bit of pink inside Bunny's ears, as well as the tip of Bunny's nose. Now we're going to take our light gray granite and add a little bit of color here. It just makes that white pop so much more when you've got that little bit of shadowing color. There, bunny is done. Let's zoom you in so you can see better. Bunny is done on the inside. So let's come over here with this full-size bunny and do the same thing, just adding some color. Here and there. And we'll come in with our 1000. To just color up those. All right, that looks good. Oh, no, we need a bit right there at the top of Bunny's head. Now, let's color in those little toe beans there. And our nose. I love this for the light pink, this blend, because it's so soft and subtle. Okay, so now we can come in and cut this down to a more manageable size. It's always a good idea to get that excess off, and then just come in at any point. I'm leaving a little bit of a halo around, and I'm moving my paper so that I'm not making it super choppy. When you take your scissors in and out, it will give you those choppy cut lines. So if you turn your cardstock like I'm doing, you're more apt to get a smooth, even cut line. All right. Almost done. Doesn't take that awful long. If I was not doing it for the video, I would already be done. But I'm going extra slow so that I don't mess up. Almost done. Alrighty, we are in the home stretch for fussy cutting this bunny out. There we go, all done. So we just need to decide which way do we want that bunny sitting. I think just like that. So that is, I glued this all down because it was a swap card for the mail. Oops, and I put glue there, and I don't need glue there. All right, so we are going to take our reverse tweezers. This is carrying over from the mini. It's part of the embossing essentials kit or embossing additions. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. All right, so then we don't need a whole lot of glue for that. And we're going to center that on there. So cute, this bunny. Oh, adorable. Let's scoot you up just slightly and make sure you're not crooked. There we go. Okay, so next we're going to stamp our high. And remember, I've got 2 of the speech bubbles in case I mess up with stamping the one. So here we go. Oh, that looks good. So this one here, I am going to, because it's glued down flat, I am going to add, let's get this out of the way. I'm going to add a glue dot. I'm going to take your pick tool. I'm going to pick up one of these glue dots because it's going to be sitting off of, it's going to be glued so that it's on, part off. So I want to take a glue dot and put right there at that side. So it's going to bump that cardstock up just a bit so that we have no saggy. So let's just, there we go. And I want my high to be up here, like so. So this card could be for, whoops, any occasion at all. All right, so now I've got a little piece of that faux trim. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it in half, seam to seam, and we're going to take our scissors and come in at an angle, and we've got a nice fishtail there. And then I want this just up here, so we're just going to go with some, oh, that's my empty one. There it is. All right, I want it right there. So I've got some Stampin' Seal Plus because it's going to be nice and strong. And I'm going to just stick that right there. And then I've got a piece of the white baker's twine. And I'm going to create a little bow. Come on. Let's zoom you out just a bit. And hold that center to get it so that it's not gonna twist and twirl around. And let's see, that looks good. Stuck to my finger. There we go. So we need another glue dot. And we're going to roll this so that it is a little smaller. And we're going to put that right at the top there. And stick that on. And there's our cute little bow. And there is our adorable little high bunny card. I hope you liked today's project. Please, if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button below as well as the notification bell. Please reach out if you have any questions. That is my email address. If you're shopping in my online store before the end of December, please use this month's host code. Don't use the code if your order is $200 or more. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.